David. And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. And now the New York Knicks starters. Randall and Robinson will be the inside pair. Jalen Brunson out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Barrett at the 3 spot. Now here's Morant. Bain. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Here we are, opening night, and these players, Steve, are just about as excited as the fans.
You love it, Kevin. Preseason is over. Game 1, it starts the real season. And yes, you want to get off to a great start.
Here's Brooks. To the wing on the left. Adams, the pass to Bain. Robinson against Adams. Uses the glass to finish the win.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
In the corner, Barrett with it. Connects from 3-point range.
There we go.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Keeps the defense guessing. They don't know who to try to take away.
And it's in there.
Big man plays by Steven Adams, using all of his height to dominate the offensive glass and end the play.
Now here's Randall. It's stolen by Adams. To the paint. Here's Morant. Takes it off the glass.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts. And something that gets overlooked is how good of a passer Steven Adams is.
You're totally right, G.A. He's gotten much better with his vision. Knows how to find cutters and open guys out of the high post. Plus, he's skilled at full court touchdown passes.
About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Robinson on the wing. Shoots over Adams. New York missing again. And here are the Grizzlies now. They're on an 11-3 run right now. On the wing, Bain. Quickly covering. 6 on the shot clock. And that one drops for him.
Wow.
He's got his second basket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself. And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects that.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
And so New York calls timeout. Tillman, he's checked in for Adams for the Knicks.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Ja Morant. Coming off a terrific season. Last season, 27 points per, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Absolutely. Just when you think you've got a good flow going as a scorer, he'll come and shut your water off.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just a great ball movement.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And it's been a rough stretch for the New York Knicks, a team that has only had
Man, what the fuck's going on?
the last 20 years. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Here's Brooks. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Rose. And the rejection by Jackson. The shot's good from Sims. Here's Morant. And 101 left here in the opening quarter. It's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Fires from the wing. Hart, no good. Memphis leading by 19. Morant passes to Brooks. Here's Jackson, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists tonight.
What the hell's going on here?
So far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
There we go.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
Morant looking around. Inside, Tillman. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Now, here's Toppin. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Brooks outside. Left side, Bain. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
A stellar shooter from downtown. All Bain needs is a little space, and he's ready to fire.
Desmond Bain getting it done for Memphis. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage.
Please give a big round for your Grizzlies,
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Memphis.
It's all about pace for me. They have set the tone in that area, and they are playing fast, flying up the floor and putting all kinds of pressure on the defense.
And they've also refused to give up on their plays tonight, chasing after their shots and just working hard for second chance points.
They've got Jones. He's out there with Luke Kennard. Steven Adams is out there with Desmond Bain. And it's Aldama in at the 4-man position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And New York making a change here. Quickly's checked in to the middle. Here's Hartenstein. It's rebounded by Memphis. They can look forward to the Rockets arena after this matchup to take on Houston. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, guys. Growing up, Mitchell Robinson didn't play basketball, but a 7-inch growth spurt in the 8th grade changed things. He fell to the 36th pick overall in 2018, but his physical tools have made him a presence. One key to his success, he says, just run the floor. If you're the first man down the court, you can get the ball. Kevin, that sounds pretty simple to me.
It does to me, too. Keep it simple and use that athleticism. David, thanks. New York, no good that time either. And so is Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Bain, no good.
He was red hot in the first quarter. Hit 3 threes. Now suddenly struggling to find the range.
And the NBA has favored three-point shooting here as of late,
Which has made players like Luke Kennard very valuable in the process, GA. The lefty stroke of Kennard is a thing of beauty. And he shoots the 3-ball with such confidence.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Takes a 3. Brunson, no good. Memphis leading by 22. Bain with it. Picked up by Barrett. Basket, good. Bain's got 4 points in the quarter.
and at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
For New York, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Barrett for 3, cans it from downtown.
Well, the numbers show it. R.J. Barrett much more comfortable shooting from the corner.
And a wide open look for Payne. That 3 off the mark.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. Morant comes in for Bain. And New York with a change here, too. Robinson's checked in. Jones, the pass to Adams. Pass to Morant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Especially after his sensational rookie season, I think people knew that John Morant had an unlimited ceiling.
Kevin, now we know it's not just high, it's through the roof. Ja was Rookie of the Year, and he keeps upping his game. We could, Kevin, be looking at an all-time great.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Steven Adams, and Brooks subbed in for Jones. Brooks with no one around. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Brooks has got 7 points in the game.
And when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
And you know he was going to try to respond. Those threes canceled each other out perfectly.
New York takes timeout. At this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. Number 1, the Grizzlies. The Knicks, 4th.
I mean, these clubs are almost a mirror image of one another in that regard. You look at the rebounding numbers, really impressive just how physically dominant they both are in the paint.
Shot by Grimes, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 22. Here's Kennard. The rebound by McBride. New York's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Memphis has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Offensive rebound. Jackson passes to Morant, and he makes good on the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Here's the 3. Shot by Grimes, no good. For Memphis, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Out to Brooks. Morant outside. Pass to Jackson. 4 on the clock. A three-pointer, no good. The Knicks have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. For 3, Fournier. Tries again. In deep, Robinson drops it in.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
Memphis leading by 22. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Brooks misses. The Knicks shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. Out left to the wing. Here's Grimes. Nailed from three-point land. Grimes has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now here's Morant. Pass to Clark. 13 feet away.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Your Grizzlies, 43. The Knicks, 24.
Thank you, David, for that interview.
2K is back.
Side trying to mount a comeback. One side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there by Desmond Bane.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. The forward spots will be Barrett and Randall. Emmanuel quickly out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Robinson in at the center, filling out the middle. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big game. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
It's Morant in the corner. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Quickly against Bane, and that one's good quickly.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
And Greg, in the era of positionless basketball, Mitchell Robinson is an old school center, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, during his first 4 years in the league, Robinson didn't attempt shooting percentage, so Mitchell knows his role.
Tillman, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Tyus Jones comes in for John Morant. Jones the pass to Adams. Brooks kicks to Bain. Adams sets the pick for Bain. Another shot. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
And Memphis making a change here. Aldama's checked in. Hartenstein, he's checked in for the Knicks. Josh Hart comes in for Quickly. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Now the pass to Jones. Pass to Aldama. Buck three. They get it back. Tillman. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
He's back.
That's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Brooks, the pass to Jones. From deep. Brooks misses. Knicks trail by 19. Here's Barrett. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
The number.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
A different look for New York. Obi Toppin's checked in for Julius Randle. And it's Rose in for Jalen Brunson.
And growing up around basketball, R.J. Barrett's dad played a bunch of places. R.J. spending a lot of his childhood in France.
For New York, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And it's Rose penetrating, and they'll get another chance. Barrett for 3. New York, no good that time either. Memphis leading by 19 points. And here is Brooks. He's got 7. Passes to Tillman. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got his 5th assist in this one. Greg, you know this. One of R.J. Barrett's dad's best friends, former MVP Steve Nash.
Oh, yeah, and Nash is R.J.'s godfather, no less. So Barrett's had a chance to kind of soak in the game his entire life, and you can see that in his intelligent play on the floor.
Driving inside. Hart, no good. Memphis has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Outside, Bain. Traps in the tray. Bain's got trouble.
What a dangerous player to have in the backcourt. When Bain gets this high, he will tear a defense apart.
Barrett for 3. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Jones, no one around him. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. Morant comes in for Bain. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Grimes is checked in. Morant with the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And it's plays like that, Kevin, that show you why they are so far ahead. Didn't settle for anything outside and went right to the rim. And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. John Morant has people on skates.
And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Got him.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Right side Jones. And he uses the glass on the lane. Jones has got 8 points.
This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
Here's Hartenstein. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
That is situational basketball. It takes a good understanding.
And so it's Memphis, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been active and effective. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the
Good
works,
afternoon.
or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters.
How you doing, bro?
It's Morant. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Conchar in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Good one, buddy.
Pass to Clark. And it's Clark with the finish.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Back to Toppin. A 3 ball. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Of course.
To make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst. Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. Kennard on the wing. The wing jumper off target. New York's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Here's McBride. And the 3 off target. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Clark finds Morant. And finished off by Morant.
With the ability to beat his defender in a
by
number
30.
of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
The hell was that?
To the inside, and then Clark slams it in.
Chemistry at its best. Unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Fournier for 3.
Oh.
Shot. The shot's good from Sims.
Yeah, the
That was
D has not
dumb.
been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
They're robbed.
Now Morant, Clark, and it's Clark slamming it down.
An unselfish player. I like how Morant is all about helping his teammates. Terrific pass.
Left side Fournier fires for 3. And no good. For Memphis, they've gotten it done so far from the field here in the
Stop
fourth,
missing.
6 for 7.
Oh, Jack Monkey.
Morant passes to Conchar. Lays it up off the glass.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
They
Think
won.
of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
Here's Toppin. New York, no good that time either.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Oh, they're making numbers.
Miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now. Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. No good from Clark.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Grizzlies.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side,
one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Ja Morant.
You have to appreciate the unselfishness. He kept the ball moving, kept everyone involved, really enjoyable to watch.
Bangs on the trifecta.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
The shot's good from Fournier.
Nice pass by Derrick Rose, spotting a wide open guy from the corner of his eye.
It's
We lost it.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
For identity, figuring out what style is going to work.
Now let's check out the starters for the Detroit Pistons. It's Cunningham and Ivy at the 1 and the 2. James Wiseman is out there with Marvin Bagley, and it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position.
Cunningham,
They get the
you didn't
rebound.
play this.
And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, Julius Randle knows how to get to the offensive window and create shots.
I think he did. It's just he didn't play too many
Cunningham against
games.
Brunson. Cunningham, left side. Wiseman, pass to Bagley.
He played
Just 5 on the clock. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Last season, the NBA mourned the passing of Hall of Famer Bob Lanier. He played his first decade with the Pistons.
A sad loss for the NBA. Now, he represented them 7 times as an all-star, but for all his greatness on the court, he'll be remembered just as much for the work he did off the court as the league's global ambassador. And maybe they're a little too excited today. They need to settle down. They've opened up 1 for 4.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovich showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Yet another miss, just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Now here's Cunningham. Pass to Ivy. Here's Cunningham. Oh, trying his luck from deep. And it's Brunson with the rebound. Outside Barrett. This one for 3. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And then Bogdanovich with the dunk.
I think it's obvious that Bogdanovich has worked on his ability to handle the basketball. Really good control there.
Quickly from outside. Doesn't go that time. The Pistons go the other way with it. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
They really struggled against this team last year, despite having comparable talent. I mean, they got swept in the season series. His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Gets the trifecta.
And I'll tell you what, that's what being unselfish is all about. Ivy finding the open man.
Now a timeout called by New York.
And make some noise for your Knicks City Dancers.
A new lineup here for New York. And with a pause in the action, here we have the best rebounding teams from last year. New York, 4th.
Boy, their rebounding last year was phenomenal. Great fundamentals, aggressive to the ball. That helped them pull down a lot of second chances.
Cunningham against Rose. Hart from long range. They get it back. Hartenstein. And that one's good. Nice job on the glass. As they
He's
picked
back.
up 2 on the second
After
effort.
again.
Energy on the
2K23.
offensive boards. The defense
Yeah, love
matched
friend.
the effort, and they paid the price.
To the middle. Here's Bagley. Hart pulls it in. New York trailing. Pass to Grimes. Now it's Hart. Here's Toppin. And that's off the glass and in.
The shooting fundamentals a real plus for Obi Toppin. He has consistent mechanics and a high release point.
The open shot, Cunningham. The Pistons rebound. Out to the right wing. Hard against Bogdanovich. They shoot again. And there's a layup by Wiseman. Nice. Wiseman's got his second bucket on the night.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
I am never sure that Bojan Bogdanovich gets the credit for being an elite basketball player, especially when it comes to his scoring ability.
Now here's Bagley. Here's Ivy. Here's Wiseman. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Hart can't hit. And Bogdanovich doesn't do anything flashy necessarily.
Which is why maybe, BA, some people take this guy for granted. He is an efficient scorer. He's a dangerous three-point shooter. He can post a mismatch, and he's unafraid of the moment. Bojan Bogdanovich is one of my favorite guys in the league.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bogdanovich.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Now here's Hart. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go.
Get it back.
44 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
And still trying to find their collective feel and get it going from deep.
Oh, that one's off. Still out of sync. Bogdanovich from long range. Another three for Detroit.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
They've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now a timeout called by New York. For the Knicks.
And that was the Jabberwocky.
Here's Brunson. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Sims. The rebound by Burks.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
There's Bogdanovich with the three. Pistons keep it alive. Stewart, no good.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And it's quickly with a miss. And so it's the Detroit Pistons looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the...
And a big round of applause for your Knicks City Kicks.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game.
Time is it?
We'll see if that changes here in the second. Boy, the Pistons have been rolling along.
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
At forward, it's Barrett and Randall. Emmanuel quickly is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Robinson in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for New York starting the second.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass. Yeah, ever since the Nets relocated to Brooklyn in 2012, the rivalry between the Nets and Knicks has intensified. Now, both teams trying to prove that New York belongs to them.
Shot clock at 5. Burks for 3. The Knicks pull it in. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
It's never easy to win games when you're missing free throws. They had to be better.
You know this. Nothing gets a crowd into the game more than a bunch of missed free throws. That's one of the worst things you can do on the road.
Basket counts. It'll be hard for the Nets to take New York City away from the Knicks. They've been there so long.
That's so true, B.A. But the Nets have attracted more star players lately. Top free agents choosing to go to the Nets instead of the Knicks. We'll see if this trend continues moving on.
Here's Diallo. Up and in from the low block. Diallo's got his first bucket in this one.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Barrett can't hit. The Pistons have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Burks with it, now quickly defending. The 15-footer. Again, the Pistons score.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks so much, Brian. Well, the Knicks trying to find their way back to the playoffs. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, you can't look backwards and you can't look too far down the road. You just have to take a look at today, lock into what we have to do, and focus on how we can be better. Back to you.
No shortcuts to greatness, Allie. Thanks for that. To the paint. Stolen by Quickly. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Brunson. Finished off the break.
This is the court awareness that gives you great hope for R.J. Barrett. He's a scorer, but if he can complement that with passing, look out, folks.
Detroit calls timeout.
It's T-shirt time. We know you want one, so make some noise.
A big group substitution here for New York. Sims, he's checked in for Robinson. Hart comes in for Julius Randle. Fournier's checked in for Quickly. And it's McBride in for Brunson. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Bogdanovich passes to Bagley. Back to Bogdanovich. Wiseman, a screen on Hart. Bogdanovich, that one no good. New York goes the other way with it. Well, Grant, looking at the career of Bojan Bogdanovich, he's been so steady.
Yes, he has, B.A. He's really Mr. Consistency. Always averages double figures, always shoots it well from 3. Bojan can play the 3 or the 4, someone you can really rely on as a teammate.
Outside Bagley. Oh, from deep. The Knicks pull it in. Following this game, they host the Magic. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. Fournier with the bucket.
Well, Evan Fournier staying on the move and working to get that three-point opportunity. Nicely done.
Pass to Ivy. The baseline, Jay. Here's Bogdanovich. Here's Wiseman. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Hart from long range. The rebound by Bogdanovich.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Here's Ivy. Can't get it to drop. Some solid defense from Barrett. Hart against Bagley. And Hart with a basket on the assist by Fournier. For Detroit, they've gone just 5 of 12 here in the second quarter. And he lobs it up to the rim. Hammers the lob through.
Easy to see why Ivy's guys lob it his way. He's fantastic at capping off alley-oops.
Right side Barrett. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
And here's Cunningham outside. The shot off that time. New York goes the other way with it. Shot is good by Barrett.
Good concentration from the man out of Toronto, Ontario, R.J. Barrett. Go ahead with the contact finish.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Please, 2K, leave the game alone.
Nice work on the
I'm
board.
begging you.
Off with the basket.
The game is perfect right
Pistons lead
now.
by 20.
Please leave
They've
it
shown
alone.
the power inside. Their rebounding
Please
effort has
don't
been
touch it.
sensational.
Gameplay.
And out of bounds, Detroit will have it. So both teams changing it up here. 9 seconds left in the second quarter. Outside Bogdanovich. From deep, Wiseman. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Tell you one guy who's been getting it done is Bojan Bogdanovich.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And Detroit Let's look at who they've got. It's Cunningham and Ivy at the 1 and the 2. Marvin Bagley is out there with Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Wiseman in at the center position. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or two on your team to be successful.
Back to Cunningham. There's the 3. Fires in the triple. Cunningham's got 5 points.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Barrett can't hit.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
A good look from Bogdanovic. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. He's got 18.
Bogdanovic's feeling it right now, but when he's in that zone, you just keep getting him the rock.
Well, the #1 overall pick in 2021, Cade Cunningham, ended up 3rd in the Rookie of the Year voting, but nevertheless had an outstanding first season.
Pass to Bagley. He puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Randall outside. Off target with the 3. Cunningham asked to carry a developing Pistons team. Something you know about, Grant. Any advice?
Just keep working hard, young man. He is on the right track for sure, VA. I know he will get it done. He loves the game, and he has embraced the challenge of making this team a winner.
One of the things you have to think about with the New York Knicks, there are quality pieces here. Julius Randle and R.J. Barrett are very capable wings. Mitchell Robinson is a big-time presence in the middle of the paint. The struggle, guys, has been for them putting all these pieces together.
Diallo against Quickly. And that one is hammered home.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Yeah, Doris, having the pieces fit and being able to find consistent success has eluded the Knicks.
Right, some of that has been a bit out of their control, but there does seem to be this constant tinkering as they search for something that really works for them. They've got to figure this out. Knicks fans are long suffering. He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Second shot opportunity. Offensive board. Outside Bogdanovic. Back to Bagley. And stolen by Barrett.
Please leave gameplay alone.
Pass to Quickly.
Okay.
Randall outside.
Don't touch it.
Now Quickly. Covered by Diallo. New York, no good that time either.
That's a shot he'd like.
Perfect right now. See this?
What a
perfect.
Mitchell Robinson has given this team on the interior.
Don't touch it, 2K. Don't mess with a good thing.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. The NBA last season celebrated its 75th anniversary and announced the 75 greatest players in NBA history, gathering the living greats during the All-Star break. A lot of history, but Commissioner Silver said, we're a pretty young league when you think about it. Brian, I guess it's all relative.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks for that, Allie. A big group substitution here for New York. Sims, he's checked in for Robinson. Hart comes in for Barrett. Fournier's checked in for Randall. And it's McBride in for Brunson. Stewart, he's checked in for Detroit. Burks comes in for Bogdanovic.
Big time effort on the glass.
And when you have a touch that soft, those tip-ins are easier to make. Hart can't hit. For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 13 to open up this second half. The 3, Diallo knocks it down from distance. Diallo's got 5 points now this quarter.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Wing shot on the way. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Diallo's got 9. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Fournier for 3. Duran with a rebound. Duran's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And in Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duran, the Pistons taking arguably the 2 best athletes in the 22 draft. The youth movement is on, and Detroit is definitely fun to watch.
Ivey's checked in for the Pistons. Pass to Stewart. Two points. That one goes. Give him 8 points now.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Here's Ivey. Soft touch off the glass. Ivey's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And again, the Knicks missing.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons building an insurmountable lead. Come on, they're up 38. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Evan Fournier.
Oh, come on,
Then there's Derrick Rose, and it's McBride in at the 2. That's the 5 for New York right now.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide open look, but he can't take advantage.
And out of bounds, the Pistons will take it.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
And the Pistons making a change here. Wiseman's checked in. Outside Burks, puts up a 3. Rose grabs the board. Burks has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's McBride. Off the mark there with a 3. Outside Burks. Pass to Joseph. From downtown. Counted from distance. Joseph has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, this was another shot that Corey Joseph has developed. I'll tell you, get the catch and shoot game going. Look out.
Here's McBride. Launches it. And the ball out of play. The Pistons will have it. Grimes, he's checked in for McBride.
The lineup for your New York Knicks, Quentin Grimes.
The Pistons have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Pass to Omarui. Well, since Commissioner Silver took over, Grant, it seems the league's dress code is now leaving more, let's say, wiggle room. You good with that?
Yeah, a lot of wiggle room, at least compared to when I played, when it was more of a business casual environment. But I think it's great. Let the players be themselves. Let them be authentic. And I think in a weird kind of way, it endears these players to the fans at home watching on TV.
Like a bunch of runway models before and after every game.
No question, no question.
Count that.
This guy's very comfortable operating in the painted area. All Obi Toppin needs is a little bit of room to get that shot off.
Pass to Burks. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Fournier with the bucket.
Well, the body of Evan Fournier comes into play in these difficult finishes. That's really nice.
Now here's Burks. The 3-ball. Another shot. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pistons?
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball.
They've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Here's Joseph, guarded by Rose. Here's Omarui. Doesn't go for him. New York goes the other way with it. And it's Wiseman with the jam.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment.
Boy, what a warrior Derrick Roses. Guy gets buckets through contact out there, so tough.
Pass to Omarui. Toppin against Stewart. Here's Wiseman. And Grimes pulls it down. The Knicks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Here's Barrett. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on James Wiseman.
You know, sometimes we forget how young some of these guys are. Take R.J. Barrett, making his NBA debut at 19. Still a few years away from hitting his prime.
And specifically with R.J. Barrett, it feels like he's a lot older.
You know, B.A., but he's not close to 25 yet. So what we see right now, it's not what he'll be once R.J. hits his prime. Still a lot of room to grow for him.
Pass to Toppin. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, Grant, I know you collect art, so we've been hearing all about these NFTs that teams and players are creating. I'm going to need a little instructional here. What's it all about?
Oh, BA, first of all, memorabilia and collectibles have always been around. But yes, NFTs have taken it to a whole nother level. And yes, I do have an NFT. I don't fully understand it, so I can't explain it to you. But I know it's the next big thing, that's for sure.
Boy, viewership numbers are on the rise. NBA business is booming. I guess it's a good time to own a piece, eh, Grant?
Hey, BA, you said it best. The league is in great shape. We have great leadership, talent. It's an exciting time, and I think the league has more growth globally in the years to come. It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Pistons.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Bojan Bogdanovic.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy, in attack mode all evening.
5 on the clock. There's Cunningham with a 3. The Knicks pull it in. Here's New York. They're on a 12-3 run. And it's Barrett off the drive, lays it up and banks it in.
Well, they needed this run way earlier. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
There's Cunningham with a 3. Cunningham can't get that one to fall.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
It's just a bad foul. Oh, gotta be smarter than this.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
That free throw no good.
Alec Burks continuing to develop into a dependable scorer. He's got great size for a 2-guard.
And he's good on the second. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth. Over to the left wing. Here's Grimes. The three-pointer off the mark. Cunningham with the ball. And an intentional foul right there.
Derrick Rose. First personal foul. Fifth team foul.
That free throw good from Cunningham.
Cade Cunningham at the line. 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. So we see the Pistons taking the W. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement in.
Greg have already started to distinguish themselves across the NBA.
Getting off to a hot start, always a good sign. But don't sleep on the teams that are still getting locked in. A lot can change in the coming months.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. The guard set is Fultz and Suggs. In the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. It's a 3-point game. And Barrett gets it to go.
Well, the numbers show it. R.J. Barrett much more comfortable shooting from the corner.
Isaac outside. At the elbow, Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And so much athleticism from Banchero, that will translate well to the NBA.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And for Orlando, it's been a tough decade. We would agree on that. And Greg, they've only won 2 playoff games since 2012.
Well, they've only made the playoffs twice in that span as well. So they've got a lot of draft picks lined up in the next few years, and they need to make good on those hot picks.
And Robinson is right there.
That's Robinson dominating on the inside to capture the board and go right back up.
Over in the corner, Isaac. And then Carter with the jam.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Isaac, and it's Orlando with another.
And Isaac has proven to be more than capable with his mid-range jump shot. He keeps it up high in the air so the defense doesn't really have a chance to disrupt his rhythm.
For 3, Barrett. That shot off the mark. The Magic go the other way with it. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
And the overall skill set that Isaac possesses really off the charts. A big man who can run the floor, but also with that wingspan can defend the rim.
And it's off from 3-point range. Randall outside. Over Carter. And there's Randall on the assist from Barrett.
Yeah, you could see that RJ had seen him open earlier and then got in the right spot to deliver.
Brunson against Fultz. Charity stripe shot. Jump shot is good.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Orlando making some changes. Mo Wagner's checked in for Wendell Carter. Cole comes in for Isaac, and Anthony subbed in for Suggs. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Magic leading by 4. Down low. Here's Banchero. Toppin pulls it in. For New York, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. And there's already a loyalty aspect to Banchero's makeup, starting with the tribute to the city he grew up in.
He literally takes Seattle everywhere he goes. You look at the tat on his right bicep. It has the Seattle skyline, Mount Rainier, the street he grew up on. In terms of his character, that indicates deep roots and a solid foundation he can build on.
Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Fultz with the ball. Brunson picks him up. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And what a strong finish from Banchero. His guys love when he throws it down.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple.
And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Fultz, and he banks in the layup.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block. They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams
all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
And finish off by Wagner.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. And a miss there on the triple. And here we go. Brunson heading to the hoop.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
The Magic making a switch here. Bitadze's checked in. Bitadze, an amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And that one is good from Hartenstein.
Pretty fundamental play there from Obi Toppin, hitting it to the wide-open shooter.
Over in the corner, Banchero. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Banchero's got 12.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
So dominant so far. That's the...
Banchero getting it done for the Magic. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We come back right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
On the court for Orlando, the guard pair for them, Anthony and Suggs. Isaac out there with Carter, and it's Bitadze in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Isaac passes to Suggs. And that one hits back iron.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Magic leading by 11. To the middle. And then Carter with the dunk.
And what can you say about Suggs? A natural-born leader, very unselfish and great vision.
And Greg, starting your career with the Knicks, what's the pressure like playing in New York City?
I tell you, the amount of media following you, the size of the city, it can be intimidating. But if you win, man, there's nothing like playing in New York.
And yes, it's good. Suggs has got the lead up to 13 now for Orlando.
Oh, bigger than your average guard, Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low. And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Manuel quickly, he's checked in for Hart. And the Magic making a change here as well. Mo Wagner's checked in for Goga Bitadze. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Orlando has a very young roster. Coach Jamal Mosley says, one thing I've said to them is dominate the simple. The more we can keep it simple, the better we'll be. Not overthinking things, just playing off instincts and reaction. Kevin, back to you.
The place to start. Makes a lot of sense. David, thanks. Here's quickly. New York, no good that time either.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And it's Suggs missing. Knicks trail by 12. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And here's what the schedule for Orlando looks like. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Charlotte Hornets.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Well, the ferociousness that Robinson can have around the rim is impressive.
Goes up the baseline. It's hauled in by the Magic.
And I love watching Mitchell Robinson play. He brings a physicality to the center position with that 7-foot, 240-pound frame.
Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
it's time for your Knicks Breaker Dance Group.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Fournier. How he did last season. Averaged about 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. We know that he can come up with the occasional big play, but his overall numbers haven't been impressive.
There is a bit of a feeling they're all looking to him to step up, and they know he's capable of doing it right now, just not getting it done.
And finish off by Wagner.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
And Brent, about Mitchell Robinson. He is fun to watch down low.
So dominant, he uses that body to his advantage to gain position. And right now he's at that time in his career where he's still sharing time and looking for a full-time starting role. I think that's on the horizon.
Some nice passing by New York here. Here's quickly. New York missing again.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
And it's Bull that time on the assist by Anthony. Bull's got his first points in this one.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
For 3, Fournier off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Fournier with really quick hands there.
Magic leading by 15. Here's Bull, and the dunk by Bull.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him, they appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
You can't afford to let Hart get going for deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter. Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Now, here's Banchero. Defended by Hart. Banchero, that's good.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Second team foul.
Quickly, no good on the free throw.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Pass to Fultz. The tray. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
The forward spots will be Barrett and Randall. Jalen Brunson out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Robinson in at the center, walking down the middle. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
And Greg, just like you, Julius Randle is a southpaw, left-handed.
Yeah, and you know, the angles are different for lefties. We operate a little differently. And I think that can throw defenders off. So I'm always going to pull for the southpaw. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
You know, it seems like we're seeing more teams, Brent, use zone defense these days. Not too long ago, zone was almost non-existent in the league.
Well, Kevin, you couldn't play zone. Even though there were zone principles in man-to-man defense, it used to be an illegal defense to set up in a 2-3 zone that you see teams doing nowadays. I'm very interested if the league does, in fact, do away with illegal defense and allow coaches to use whatever defensive scheme they need to do to slow up their opposition. It might do something in terms of producing more shots so we don't get stagnation with just threes all the time. We'll see if that happens.
Barrett, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Fultz kicks to Isaac. The Magic again can't hit.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket. The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Here's Suggs. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Here's Brunson diving in. Lays it up and makes it in. Brunson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Wagner's checked in for the Magic. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. Another miss by Orlando.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself. Here's some facts. Go back to 2000, and the Knicks have won just 1 playoff series. Total. 1.
That's from
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Knicks. They trail by 11. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Looking now at the numbers for Carter. Last season, he played outstanding. And he was in the top 20 in field goal percentage. Able to create offense with tremendous efficiency.
He was a top 10 rebounder last season for good reason. He's an incredibly intense guy to compete with. And for a full game, too. I mean, just nonstop. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Isaac's got 8 points. And the Knicks have struggled, Brent, over the last 2 decades. Why is that?
Well, I think they've just struck out thinking that everybody wants to come and play in New York City. And when you find out that nobody wants to play in New York City, it's really hard to build a roster. They have not had a first All-NBA player since Patrick Ewing in the 90s. So there's been a big bite taken out of the Big Apple in terms of their competitiveness.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these 2 teams in that area.
That's tipped.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Over in the corner, Fultz. Over Rose. Bank shot, no good. Knicks trail by 14. And there's the pass to Grimes. And again, it's the Knicks missing. The Magic shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. Anthony's shot is off.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Magic leading by 14.
Now he can't make it at all. This is
Over in the
lovely.
corner, Isaac. Misses the 3.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range. But whether the shots are wide open or contested, he is just having no luck right now, guys, with anything.
To the paint, here's Bull. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. He has 6.
I love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Rose can't hit. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Passes it to Anthony. Back to Fultz. Wagner from long range. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. And here is Toppin. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And I like this. Don't just put Obi on the perimeter or have him spot up. Use that length. Use that toughness. Let him make plays inside.
And as we end the third quarter, double-digit deficit. Make it tough to come back. Orlando up 1. They lead by 14. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter. In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced with the wide open with this speed. They had no chance.
How long have I been live?
That's what great passing will do for you right there, Dice.
Wow.
Dissecting the defense with that play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so in the game for the Magic, the guard pair for them, Anthony and Suggs.
Oh, shit.
Wendell Carter is out there with Banchero. And it's Bitadze in at the center position.
My fault. My bad.
Magic leading by 14. Suggs with the ball. Inside. Here's Anthony. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores. Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Anthony against quickly. Anthony's shot is off.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead. And how about RJ getting a little bit fancy with that one as he flushes it home.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Banchero. Orlando moving the ball around. It's good. And that's 10 points for Wendell Carter.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Oh, what terrific.
Delicious.
He's got a no for the rebound.
He's ferocious when the ball goes up. Anthony. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Barrett. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Well, there's no doubt that R.J. Barrett is a hard-working player and looking for chances to stay and get involved. He does a lot for his team out there on the floor.
Barrett's attitude, Brent, has helped him find early success in this league.
And R.J. only the 8th player to record 2,000 points, 500 rebounds, and 300 assists, all by the tender age of 21. You almost forget how young he is, but he has made an impact here.
Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Barrett's got 5 points now this quarter.
But RJ is a natural scorer. It's very hard to shake him off that kind of focus.
Anthony kicks to Banchero. Here's the teardrop. A second chance effort. And it's Carter missing.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just crank it.
And Barrett gets it to go.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
Brunson against Anthony. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. And the Magic making a change here. Isaac's checked in. To the left wing. Now one near Suggs as he lets it go. The Magic again can't hit.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
Well, they stacked up everything to get to this point. Now they have to shift into overdrive.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
So here we go away.
Markel Fultz is checked in for Orlando. And with an update from the
Let's
sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Grimes passes to Toppin. Banchero grabs the board. Banchero's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Suggs. Kicks to Banchero. And here's Fultz. With the drive over Rose. The Magic again can't hit.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
Here's Sims. And it's sent back by Isaac.
Oh, how about the read from the young fellow? Isaac is dependable at anticipating when to go for the block.
Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
And this would be a terrible blow. Hopefully it's less serious than it looks.
Well, looking at his face right there, you can tell he's in a lot of pain, and there's a lot of trepidation right now on that team's sideline.
And the Knicks making a change here. Robinson's checked in. So for the Knicks, off the inbound pass. We've got 1:13 left here in the 4th quarter. Randall on the follow.
How about Randall? Dependable big in a big moment.
Orlando leading. Now, here's Banchero. They get it back. Carter kicks to Fultz. It's money from deep.
Oh, you cannot say enough great things about Fultz. Just showing a willingness to take and make the big shots.
Outside Fournier. There's the 3. He can't get that one. And Orlando will come the other way. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Jalen Brunson. 2nd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Isaac outside. Fultz the pass to Isaac. And an intentional foul right there.
R.J. Barrett. 1st personal foul. 3rd team foul.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
2 shots.
He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
And he recovers it. Fournier's shot is off, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
1st personal foul. 4th team foul.
It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
2 shots.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. New York with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for the Orlando Magic.
New York foul. Miles McBride. 1st personal foul. 5th team foul.
He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
And the length and speed of Fultz makes him deadly. Excellent at shooting the ball and a super aggressive defender.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap. And I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
So the Magic
Oh, shut up, phone 3. Oh, this is not good. Oh, well. That's the end of this broadcast. Talk to you all later. Peace.